Hello everybody, welcome back in for another video. So I wanted to talk to everyone a little bit about Horus Heresy. So there's been some theoretical price leaks, what people believe the boxes are going to cost, and I've been taking a look at it and it all looks fairly accurate, I think. So we're going to go over those price leaks, and I just wanted to talk about the hype about this video. So everyone after this video has lost their marbles, and this is like the coolest animated video for Warhammer in a very long time. This has me so excited, but it's funny because half of the excitement with this video was people like talking about the Titans going into combat like this, having the ships firing down from space, and having these massive battles, right? Like, oh, I want to do this, right? You want this on the tabletop. And I think that Horus Heresy with this redo, and it would never happen, and I know a lot of people would disagree with me on this, but it should have been brought back as War Master. More and more people are 3D printing War Master armies where you can have these huge battles, and the Titan models that Games Workshop brought out can be used as the scale for that. So you can have these insane fights that have the most models ever, and you can have armies like this that are just massive. Really, that's the hype, I think, over this. In terms of the models, like, again, and we're going to take a look at those as well. Like, I like the pattern 6 armor. It's fine, but I'm not losing my mind here. I'm just like, it's a cool box set. I want to see the rules, right? I know that these models have a lot of people excited, which is great. But again, I want to see the rule set for Horus Heresy and where it's going to go, right? So we're going to take a quick look here at some of the rumors. So the first thing that I've got up here is what's going to come in the box set, right? So this is on Bell of Lost Souls, and we're going to be looking at Spiky Bits as well. And I'll post all these links down below in the comments. So for the Beakies, you get 40 Beaky models, and that's a lot of Marines. That's essentially an entire army right there. So theoretically, if they're $50 each, this is it parceled out individually, and what the prices will be like sold by Games Workshop separately. You have the Terminators, which is 5 for $65, the Contemptor Dread, the Spartan Assault Tank, and 2 Commanders. Now, again, this is a huge amount of models, a really big army, and it ends up working out to $560 if you piecemeal this out and buy it all separately. So the price rumor for this box set is $350, and I think that this is American, so it would probably be closer to about $400. And it was funny because Chapter Master Valrak initially posted that the launch box was 240 pounds, which is a lot. That's 500 Canadian. So we'll have to see, because these are all theoretical breakdowns and rumors and leaks that people are talking about. There's no confirmed pricing yet. However, it makes sense to me because on the rumor side for Spiky Bits, they lay this out. So there's the big intro box. So like Indomitus, like Dominion, the box sets that I have behind me, there'll be a launch box for Horus Heresy. And then a few months later, they'll come out with the Command, the Recruit editions for these boxes, just like they have for Warhammer Age of Sigmar and Warhammer 40,000. So you'll have the medium intro box, the small intro box, right? And this makes perfect sense because this is the model that Games Workshop is using for these releases. Having a new section in the stores where with the Start Collecting, you can have, here's the big starter box, here's the medium one, here's the small one. That is what they will do because that's what they're already doing. Bringing out Horus Heresy in this format is a huge thing because, again, most of the sales from GW are Space Marine sales. Like, I believe the last statistic was 60% of all of the miniatures sold from GW are Space Marines. Like, that's a lot. I think it may even be higher than that, but that was the last statistic that I saw. So having Horus Heresy be relaunched as this all Marine game makes sense because you're catering to more than half of all the people who shop at your stores. Now, in terms of what I'm going to get, I'm good. Like, I like the Beakies for conversions and all this stuff. I don't want 40 Beakies. And apparently I'm the only person online who's not like, oh yeah, I want squads and squads of them. I don't want that. I don't like the Mark 6 armor. Like, it's fine, right? I think that they've scaled it up, which is also, I think, for old Horus Heresy players, a huge problem. All their armies that they have that they fully painted are all scaled to a different size. And if you start upscaling the Horus Heresy with all these new plastic kits that Games Workshop's bringing out, when you put them against the old armies, they're not going to look as good. Because again, the scaling up, which is what it always should have been, is just making those old armies look small. And we'll see what it ends up being. We'll see some scaling stuff as we get the models and see more pictures, but I'm very concerned about that. And at the end of the day, I want to see the rules, because if you get this box set and you start playing Horus Heresy and then you fight someone who has been playing Horus Heresy for years and they've got all the Forge World stuff and you get crushed and you realize, I need Forge World models to win still. I know that they're discontinuing a bunch of Forge World models. I know that they'll allegedly are going to be brought out in plastic. We're going to have to wait. But that, again, makes sense to bulk out the Horus Heresy section and encourage people to buy more Marines. I did the Horus Heresy Legion quiz. I think it was ingenious, because you getting assigned to one of those things, everyone's posting where they're getting assigned and being like, you know what, I'm going to start a brand new army of these Marines. And that's exactly what Games Workshop wanted. They want you to start a brand new army and buy more models. I don't need to buy anything. I have a Horus Heresy army. It's my 40k Night Lords army, right? Like, all the models, I have Contemptor Dreadnoughts. I have all those things because I liked those models and got them for my 40k stuff. I don't need to buy any of this. I would just need the rule book and I'd be off running, right? And I have Land Raiders, and I would proxy them as Spartan assault tanks in a second. Would I get the new tanks? Maybe. Like, honestly, I probably would end up getting maybe one of a Spartan and the Sicarius. I think it's the other tank that's allegedly going to be brought out in plastic. But I would 100% start proxying them. And if I was fighting someone where I'm like, hey, I've got one Land Raider here, I'm using this as a Spartan assault tank, and the person said, oh, no proxies, I'm like, no game for you, and I'd pack up and leave. Like, having people tell me that my 40k army can't be used in 30k, which some people are saying online already. They're like, no, you have to use only Horus Heresy Legionary models only for Horus Heresy. Why? Like, what's the mentality with that already? My Night Lord's army is converted. I've got beaky helmets on some of the models, right? I've got various backpacks. I've got all different types of marks of armor incorporated with them, because especially the Night Lords scavenge armor. Their armor is falling apart. It's piecemeal. That's what I love about a lot of the Chaos Space Marines, is they're just using whatever they can get their hands on, in Warhammer 40,000 at least. So let me know in the comments what you think. Is this the pricing that you thought it was going to be? Do you think it's going to be more or less? Are you going to be picking all this stuff up? Am I crazy? Is beaky the future of Warhammer? And again, if you're not subbed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It'll help me out so much. And please share this video around. I really appreciate it.